Hello, and welcome to a little video about the Unit 3 Part 1 test review. Alright, let's get started. In number 1, what I'm looking at in this system is a y equals equation and an equation with x and y on both sides. Because there's one equation with y equals, I'm going to use the substitution method. So I'm going to take this y and plug it in here. So let's solve it. I have x minus 2, but instead of y, I'm going to substitute in negative 2x plus 7, and it still equals 6. Alright, let's solve for x. The first thing that we're going to do is distribute that negative 2. So now we have x plus 4x minus 14 equals 6. On the left side, I have two like terms, x and 4x, which becomes 5x. And the rest of it still stays, minus 14 equals 6. Next, let's add 14 to both sides. They cancel on the left. 5x equals 20. Let me use the magic of technology to make this smaller, because I totally made that huge. Small, look at how small, so small. Oh, let's fix my highlighting. Boom, boom. And then I'm going to finish this problem by dividing both sides by 5. X equals 4. Now that we have x, we can find y by plugging it back into the y equals equation. I don't like how small this highlighter is. I need to change it. It's the third dot. What's this one? Third dot. There we go. Perfect. All right, let's use the y equals equation to find y. Right, we have x, it's 4, so y equals negative 2 times 4 plus 7. Negative 2 times 4 is negative 8, and negative 8 plus 7 is negative 1. So our final answer is 4, negative 1, because we do x comma y. Alright, let's give another substitution problem a shot. We have another y equals, so we're going to take that y equals and replace it into the y of the first equation. So we have 2x plus 4, parenthesis, negative 3x plus 5 equals negative 10. I took what y equaled and I replaced it next to the 4. Let's start this problem, or continue this problem, I guess, by distributing that 4 first. Okay, so we have 2x. 4 times negative 3 is negative 12x. 4 times 5 is positive 20, and that still equals negative 10. On the left side, we're going to combine these like terms, although I'm going to change the color of that because I wanted to make it this color. There we go. 2 minus 12 is negative 10. So we have negative 10x plus 20 equals negative 10. Next, let's subtract 20 from both sides since we have a plus 20. So now we have negative 10x equals negative 30. And of course, we finish this problem by dividing both sides by negative 10. I lied though, we're not finishing this problem. We're finishing finding x. Okay. We found x. Now in order to actually finish this problem, we have to plug x into the y equals equation to find y. Well, y equals negative 3x plus 5, which means y equals negative 3 times 3 plus 5, because x is 3. Negative 3 times 3 is negative 9, and negative 9 plus 5 is negative 4. So our answer is negative 3 comma negative 4. Positive 3 comma negative 4. Alright, so those were two substitutions. Let's go on to some linear combination. Now in number 3, the first thing I notice is that x's and y's are both on the left. That's how I know it's linear combination. Now let's check it out. Do we already have opposites? And by opposites I mean we have a positive and negative version of the same number with the same letter. you can tell that we already have opposites for x. Positive 2x, negative 2x. All right, let's solve it. What we're going to do is we're going to add everything going up and down. You know what? I think I meant to type this differently because I meant there to be a minus right here, not a plus. So that's fixed. Good thing I didn't make my copies yet. The y's are actually also opposite. There we go. Good thing I have my handwritten key here. So if these cancel and those cancel, we have 0. All right. Well, negative 11 plus 7 is negative 4. 0 does not equal negative 4. No solution. All right. Number 4. Let's check this out. Do we have opposites? Boo. We kind of have opposites, but not really. We have a negative and positive x, a negative and positive y. However, they're not the same numbers, right? We have a 4 and a 2. So let's do some multiplying. We're going to multiply in order to get rid of the x's. That's just what I feel like today. So we got negative 4x and 2x. Because we already have a negative, I'm going to multiply both sides of the top equation by 2 and the bottom by 4. So I didn't need to multiply by negative numbers. Let's see what we get. All right, 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. 2 times 2 is 4. And 2 times negative 12 is negative 24. 4 times 2x is 8x. Perfect. Look at that. We made them opposite. That was the point. 4 times minus y is minus 4y. Uh-oh. These are also opposite. Let's see what happens here. 4 times 6 is 24. These are also opposites. So, if everything cancels when we add, we get that 0 equals 0. Does 0 equal 0? Sure does. Infinite solutions. And don't worry, we will absolutely get a chance to practice regular linear combination that have not no solution or infinite a little later. Okay. Cool. I did not type what 6 was, but that's fine. Good thing I didn't make copies yet. Oh, and number 5. My goodiness. That's fine. That's fine. Well, in number 5 and 6, we're going to graph. We're going to ignore this little 2 next to the 5, and number 6, I already see that I'm missing a number. Oh my goodness. Oh, goomin. Good thing I have it written down by hand. It should be plus 2. Oh, that's where that 2 came from. All right. Anywho's, in number 5 and 6, let's graph these. The first equation I'm going to graph in pink. So it starts at 5. The slope is 1/2, so I'm going to go up 1 to the right 2. And I'm going to keep doing that until I run out of space just to make sure I have an accurate graph. Beautimus. Let's graph the second one. I'll do it in, that was not green. There it is. This one starts at negative 1 and goes down 5 to the right 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not enough room. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the right 2. There we go. I see exactly where they cross. All right. My drawing is not the perfectest, but I can see the x and y where they're supposed to cross. This looks like it's a negative 2, and that's a 4. Fantastic. Negative 2, 4. Let's try number 6. I'm going to graph the top one in pink again. It starts at positive 2. Then it goes down 3 to the right 1. 1, 2. Wait, 1, 2, 3 to the right 1. 1, 2, 3 to the right 1. 1, 2, 3 to the right 1. And I'll go the opposite direction. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's all the room I have. And again, we're pretending this is a nice, beautiful straight line. Let's do the second one. That one starts at -3 and goes up to the right. Oh, well, that was easy to see where it crosses. Okay, I don't need to do more dots. So it crosses right here, and that looks like it's a 1 on the x's, oh, and a -1 on the y's. Not too bad. You guys are pretty decent at graphing, so these should be easy ones. All right. Oh, there we go. Now let's do some word problems and solving some systems through linear combination. Number 7. Tickets to a local carnival cost $20 for adults, $15 for children. A family wants to attend and has purchased 12 tickets for $205. How many children went with the family? Let's figure it out. First, I need to do what x and y equal. Okay, I changed to a black pen. I know I'm not going too fast for you today, computer. All right, x equals adults. Y equals children. Okay, so let's talk about cost first because that's the first pieces of information I'm given. So we got 20 for adults, 15 for children for 205. And in total we had adults plus children equals 12 people. Sweet. Let's solve the system. Okay, I'm going to rewrite it. Now, it really doesn't matter if we try to cancel out the x's or the y's. I feel like doing the x's just because 20 is a nice number. 15 is nice too, don't get me wrong, but I like 20 a little better. Okay, so if we're going to get rid of the x's, I'm going to flip the numbers. So on the bottom, I'm going to multiply by 20 because that's what x was on top. And on top, I'm going to multiply by 1 because that's what x was on the bottom. However, we don't have any negatives, so I'm going to make my 1 negative so that everything on top becomes negative and it works out just fine. Okay, let's see what we get. 20x times -1 is -20. You know what? I need to make this smaller before I continue. Hey, pencil, eraser, stop it. I don't know if you guys hear my dog is squeaking her toy this whole time behind us, but let's fight. There we go. There we go. Let's use the magic of technology. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at how beautiful. Okay, so let's multiply and see our two new equations. -1 times 20x is -20x. -1 times 15y is -15y. And -1 times 205 is -205. 20 times x is 20x. 20 times y is 20y. And 20 times 10, what? Times 12 is 240. All right. Let's see if it worked out with our x's. It did. They cancel. Fantastic. Now let's add. -15 plus 20 is 5y. -205 plus 240 is 35. And then all we've got to do to find y is divide by 5. Y equals 7. Now let's find x. I'm going to use that bottom equation because that looks easy peasy lemon squeezy. So if y is 7, we get x plus 7 equals 12. And of course, we subtract 7 from both sides to get what x is. X equals 5. Okay. Letter C says, answer the question with an English sentence. Well, the question was, how many children went with the family? Which one's children, X or Y? That's right, it's Y. So 7 children went with the family. Gorgeous. Let's do 3 more. The Morton Cheer team is selling cookie dough. Gia sold 3 packs of chocolate chip cookie dough and 4 packets of macadamia nut cookie dough for $78. Darla sold 5 packs of chocolate chip cookie dough and 2 packs of macadamia nut cookies for $74. How much should each chocolate chip cookie dough packet cost? Let's write a system. Well, here the 2 unknowns are the cost of choc chip and cost of mac. I'm not even writing all those letters, that's too much. All right, let's write the system. Gia sold 3 chocolate chips and 4 macadamias for $78. Darla sold 5 chips and 2 macadamias for $74. Let's solve the system. I'm going to rewrite it here, and then I'll zoom into it. Give me 1 second, por favor. Okay. Let's see, what do I feel like getting rid of? Doesn't really matter. We did X's last time, let's do Y's this time. I got a 4 on top, a 2 on the bottom, so let's flop it. I'm going to multiply the bottom by 4, the top by 2. And because both are positive, the positive 4y and positive 2y, I'll make the 2 on top negative. And now they'll be able to cancel after multiplying. Let's see what we got. No, it's supposed to be black. There we go. Negative 2 times 3x is negative 6x. Negative 2 times 4y is negative 8y. And negative 2 times 78 is negative 156. 4 times 5x is 20x. 4 times 2y is 8y. And 4 times 74 is 296. Right? Yes. All right, let's add everything up. Now, our y's are opposite. That was the point. Fantastic. Negative 6x plus 20x is 14x. Negative 156 plus 296 is 140. And then all we got to do to find x is divide by 14. X equals 10. We found x, let's find y. Now in this case, it's not as easy as that previous one. We do need to pick one of these equations and solve it with x equals 10. Let's use this. Let me eeny, meeny, miny, moe, because I can't decide. Well, using the second one. So instead of 5x, I have 5 times 10 plus 2y equals 74. Oh. No, Hazel. Sorry, my dog is trying to get in my lap while I'm trying to do this. No, no, no. No, good girl. No, good girl. I'm not starting over this video. I'm on number 8, good girl. Thank you. Thank you. Stop it. Stop it. She's a pit bull and she's all over me. Go get your ball. Go get your ball. Where's your ball? Thank you. Anyways, 5 times 10 is 50 plus 2y equals 74. And then, I need to make this smaller. I don't know if I gave you guys enough room. Oh no. That's fine. Hopefully I can even I don't even know if I can copy this for you guys. So, we'll see. Yeah, let's try making this smaller again. Are we gonna cooperate? My dog cooperated. Why not you, computer? Aha! And now we make you small. Okay. Erase this line. Zoom in a little more, and here we go. Let's subtract 50 from both sides. So we get that 2y equals 14. And then, of course, we divide both sides by 2. And I'll write it up here. Y equals 7. Fantastic. Now, the problem was asking us the cost of chocolate chip cookie dough. And that was X. So, let's write it. Choc chip cookie dough cost $10. Because that's what X equals. Alright, let's do 2 more. Number 9. A group of Morton West juniors and seniors signed up to go to a tour of DePaul University. The juniors filled 3 buses and 2 vans with 74 students. Seniors filled 2 buses and 4 vans with 68 students. How many students were there on each bus? Alright, so system. I don't know how many students were on buses or vans. So X equals, not students, I was going to say amount of students. Erase, please. I just want you to erase. That's all. Thank you. Amount of students on bus. Y equals amount of students on van. Alright, let's write a system. The juniors had 3 buses and 2 vans with 74. The seniors had 2 buses and 4 vans with 68. Let's solve it. And what did I get rid of last time? The y's, so let's get rid of the x's this time. In order to get rid of the x's, I'm going to switch the numbers which I multiply, which means I'll multiply the top equation by 2 from the bottom, and I'll multiply the bottom equation from 3 on top, and I'm going to make the 2 on top negative because I need one of them to be negative. Alright, let's see what we get. Negative 2 times 3 is negative 6. Negative 2 times 2 is negative 4. And negative 2 times 74 is negative 128. Next we got times 3. 2 times 3 is 6x. 2 times 4 is... 3 times 4 is 12y. And 3 times 68 is 18, 19, 20, 204. And as you can see here, our x's will cancel. Let's do it. Alright. Negative 4 plus 12 is 8y. Negative 128 plus 204 is 76. Yeah, right? I need to double check myself. I don't know why I'm doubting myself, but, it's okay. Sometimes even math teachers doubt themselves. And that's fine. I'm probably right. I am. I don't know why I decided I wasn't. But something's wrong. What is wrong here? Did I do something wrong? 6 is 68 times 3, 204? It is. And 12 and negative 4 is 8. Okay. Well, I guess I made a little boo-boo. Did I really? Aw, that's too bad. Did I write the problem right? Let me double check. Because I'm about to get a decimal. Now I'm sad. 4 vans. Was it really 68? It was. 3 buses, 2 vans, 74. Oh well. Well, we still get a pretty decent number. 76 divided by 8 is 9.5. I thought I made a mistake, but I guess I didn't. I just made a mistake creating the problem. And you know what? That's fine. It's okay not to have whole numbers. Y equals 9.5. Alright. Y represents vans. Well, hopefully we don't really have a half a student on a van. But let's find out how many students were in the buses. And I really sure hope I get a whole number. So I'm going to use the first equation. 3x plus 2 times 9.5 equals 74. And I'm using 9.5 because that's what y equals. We get 3x. 2 times 9.5 is 19 equals 74. Let's subtract 19 from both sides. 3x equals 55. And then we divide that by 3. X equals 18.3. Now remember, we're talking about people here. So I know we got a decimal, but we can't have 0.3 of a person. So think of it as 18 people. Again, we can't have 0.3 of a person. And we can't have half a person either. So for y, we would say 9 people, and for x, we would say 18 people. But let's see what we were looking for. How many students were on a bus? Okay, 18. 18 students per bus. Oh wow, this is a long video. Let's do this last one. Michael's is having a sale on expensive art supplies. Susie bought 5 packs of pencils and 2 packs of pens for $95. Darcy bought 1 pack of the same pencils and 7 packs of the same pens for $85. How much did the pens cost? All right. X is cost of pencil. Y is cost of pens. Alright, Susie, 5 pencils, 2 pens for $95. And Darcy bought 1 pack of pencils, 7 of pens for $85. I'm going to rewrite it here. Okay, what did I get rid of last time? The x's, so let's do the y's this time. In order to get rid of the y's, I'm going to flop the numbers from the top and bottom to multiply. Which means I'm going to multiply the top by 7 and the bottom by 2. But because we don't have a negative here, I'm going to multiply the top by -7. Our two new equations are negative 35x minus 14y equals 95 times -7 is 665, but make it negative. The bottom, 2 times x is 2x, 2 times 7y is 14y, and 2 times 85 is 170. As you can see, we made our y's opposite. So now, let's add everything going up and down. Negative 35 plus 2 is a negative 33x. And negative 665 plus 170 is negative 495. Yes, it is. And then I'm going to divide that by negative 33. And lucky us, we do get a whole number. I didn't mess this up. We get positive 15. Cool. X is 15. Let's find y. Well, I'm going to use the second equation to find y. That one looks good. So since x is 15, it becomes 15 plus 7y equals 85. I'm going to go ahead and subtract 15 from both sides. Hazel, I'm almost done. Please, don't interrupt me again. She's trying to get in my lap again. She knows I'm close to being done, I guess. So we got 7y equals 70. And we divide both sides by 7. Y equals 10. Alright. We were asked how much do the pens cost? Oh, we just found it. $10. Pens cost $10. Perfect. Okay. If you have any questions about this, please don't hesitate to message me about it or ask me about it. Have a wonderful rest of whatever day it is for you. Bye!